you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
Well, this is my 10th time machine that I built. It's a Back to the Future Part 2 time machine. As you can see, it's all lights up, got all of its bells and whistles just like the original car. It has LED fluorescent lighting in the back for the flux tube. Got the flux capacitor back there fluxing. Going back to the dash, you got the time circuits in that you can actually program in your destination time. The center part will keep real time. All the rear vents and everything just like the original car. I did add a little speaker back here that'll play Back to the Future music during car shows, things like that. This will shoot out smoke out the back. And also there's a smoke machine inside that fills up the inside with smoke for car shows. And everything just filled in just like the original movie. But here's where all my smoke machine stuff is. So. This will actually have a lot of the voices and things like that in Back to the Future just at one push of a button.
Hey Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough roads to get up to 88. Roads? Well, we're going, we don't need roads.
Kind of fun to play with going to car shows with that.
15 years Danny worked with DeLoreans, or other people's toys as he say. He noticed that over the years how the DeLorean owners really love and care about their cars, unlike his previous job.
I used to work at a Chevrolet Pontiac dealerships when I was younger. And you know, it's a completely different type of customer. Back at the dealership, they want it real fast, cheap, done. They don't really care about their cars. But nobody has a passion for their cars more than DeLorean owners.
But then there was the question about the engine, that they've taken a lot of undeserved crap all over the years, that it will be bad.
Well, I don't think it is. I think it's a really good engine. It's probably the best oiling engine I've ever seen in my life. The reason why people say that is because, you know, they expected a little bit more out of John DeLorean. He was the father of the muscle car. He came out with this engine, and it's a little underpowered for what people expected. It really wasn't for the time. 130 horsepower was about average for the time in early 80s.
But as with all engines, you can easily tune it up, and it's a quick and simple adjustment in various stages.
And that's what this one is. And you can go into this one real quick. As you see there, this is a Stage 2 DeLorean engine. It has ported polished heads, performance cams, and all new stainless steel dual exhaust. Really what every DeLorean should have had day one.
John DeLorean actually managed to produce two really powerful DeLorean prototypes with twin turbochargers.
John DeLorean sent 2 cars off to Legend Turbo to get 2 of them done because he knew he needed a faster car. He knew he needed a power, but unfortunately they never came to fast. I mean, there are 2 of them out there, the prototypes, but the company didn't stay long enough for John to do the things he wanted to do with it.
Some DeLorean owners have actually switched to a faster engines all over the years, a procedure that Danny no longer works with.
My last one was a GM Vortec 4.3 liter engine, and that thing boasted out about 300 horsepower. I can actually lift the tires off the ground. But other people's done the LS1. I've seen even a Cadillac Northstar rotary engines. You know, I've seen a lot of different engines. You've got a lot of room to do it. This is a big engine compartment, and so you can play with it any way you want. And I got another guy who's actually putting in a V12 Jaguar motor in one.
But switching engine is not always to the best.
You do ruin some of the handling and things like that. You know, I don't think there's any, right now, the way the car's set up, I think that the Stage 2 is the way to go, or even maybe Stage 3 if you want a little bit more with the supercharger. But changing engines is something I just don't do anymore. I think it kind of takes away from the car. It takes the value from the car. It's very hard to do, very hard to sell a car with an aftermarket engine in it.
You know it, and I knew it. The car needs only to reach 88 miles per hour.
That's it. So we're set. We can do that easy. Oh, it's fun to cruise it up the coast. You know, go down PCH. Gotta get a lot of reactions around there. What's really fun though is when I come off the, you know, sometimes when I'm doing gigs up in LA, I'll come off the freeway right at Disneyland. You know, you get all the tourists around Disneyland. They always kind of freak out. They're from people all over the world. They probably think everybody in California drives movie cars, you know. It's kind of fun to see it.
After a cruise in the local area, we stopped at a shopping mall. Danny wants to show the sick resurrection these cars always brings with it. They not just look like a magnet, they are actual magnets. Sometimes so much that it becomes dangerous.
Oh, people go crazy. You got people hanging out windows, taking pictures, and so far I've only caused one accident up at Golden Gate Park. I had a tour bus just looking at the car so much he actually ran into another car. But other than that, everybody's come close, but I haven't caused any other accidents since.
Well, I'm delivering water across the street and I saw this DeLorean sitting here. I had to come check it out. It looks incredible, looks just like from the movie, and I love all the Back to the Future movies.
Which movie is your favorite?
The first one. Gotta stay classic, gotta go with the first one. Someday I'd like to have one. I've seen a couple. It's a little slow for my liking, but still a beautiful car.
You know you can tune them.
Yeah, oh yeah. You can always make them go faster. So as soon as you hit 88, you're going back. So I'd love to have one in my driveway someday.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?